Hello everybody, it is I, Jesse Gillen-Walters from Indepreneur.io, and today I am here to host another wonderful episode of our beloved series called Who Did This? Who Did This is a show where I and others, a music marketer, take my marketing brain to the websites of artists that are killing it right now. And basically what we're here to see is if their website is just perfect marketing perfection or terrible garbage, which go ahead and guess which one you think is more common. We have a rating system on this show which is pretty simple. It's either who did this or who did this? So let's see what we run into today. Today, I will be looking at Tobe Nwigwe's website. Tobe is a rapper that's like really on the rise as of late, it seems. To be totally honest, I've only listened to Tobe like a little bit, and I've really liked what I've heard, and I've had people tell me to listen to him. He really seems like one of my guys. He seems like the rapper that I would listen to. A little bit more interesting, a little bit more left of field, like I have big hopes for this guy. And so I'm like very nervous to look at this website because I want it to be super good and super cool. But I just know in my heart that probably won't happen. Now, before I hop over to this website, I do want to tell you quickly about something that can help you create a great website and make a great marketing impression with your music, which is our independent musician marketing community called Indepreneur, which you can join for free for 14 days. Clicking the link in the description if that interests you. And if you do that, if you hop into that Indepreneur membership for the 14 days of the free trial, and just the 14 days, I guarantee this, just those 2 weeks, you will be better at making websites than most of the people we review on this show. Is Tobe one of these people that I will be denigrating for the website? I hope not. Let's see though. Tobe, don't let me down, here we go. Boom. Okay, all right. I'm already very excited. So here's the thing. Now, there's not much to look at here, right? But why am I so into this? So let me give a little bit of background as to what I'm looking for when I load up a website like this, right? So first of all, so much of the time, artist websites, you go to them and they're overcrowded, full of irrelevant stuff, and they're sprawling, and there's text, and you're getting assaulted with all this stuff, and none of it really aims to pull me deeper. It's more just like, hey, look at my Instagram, look at this video you've already seen, listen to this song on Spotify you've already heard that's been out for a year. And so I am seeing here just 2 buttons, aside from the socials at the bottom, which I'm pretty sure this is Squarespace, by the way. Tobe Nwigwe uses Squarespace, maybe, I'm pretty sure this is Squarespace. I'm seeing 2 options here. I'm seeing a movie, which that's pretty cool. Like, if I am a listener of Tobe's music and I hop here and I've heard them on Spotify or something, this movie is not something I may know about. If I'm kind of a passive fan that's finally hitting this moment of like, I'm curious to see more about who Tobe is, first thing I see is that there's a movie that I can order. That is like definitely a next level thing on all fronts. Like, this expands the aperture on who Tobe is in my mind, more than just a rapper or a musician. It gives me something more to do, like something more to investigate and something to actually buy. That's big for me. The other thing is that this button is, I assume, going to the store, which is key. If I'm being honest, most of this show, Who Did This, it's like you pretty much jump to a B+ grade if the merch button is on the website when I load it. Like, that doesn't happen enough. It doesn't happen where it's like front and center. And so doing this in itself, massive points. It's really not hard, but Tobe's doing it, which is great. And the last thing I want to mention is that the button says buy merch, not music, which is just intriguing to me because it's a statement, right? It's like, it's almost saying like, look, we understand that music itself, in terms of like the MP3, doesn't have value anymore these days in a literal sense, but it's also kind of, counterculture. It's almost saying like, I know that you need like a shirt because the concept of a CD bores you or is dumb, and I need to play this game of being like a fashion designer to get you to spend money on me. Whether or not that's the case, I kind of appreciate someone trying to be snippy, make a statement and make a brand statement and reflect who they are through this thing and still be a call to action. It's almost like a challenge. Like, you don't buy music, so you're gonna buy the merch, right? Because you're here and you need to support me, right? So I like all that. Now, I know I haven't even clicked a button. So let's actually start by clicking buy merch, not music. Okay, so we've got the site, we've got the store. This is fine. And wow, okay. Guys, it's going quite well. This is everything it looks like. I have the all button clicked. And right out of the gate, we have $100 triple vinyl plus double CD collector set, colored vinyl. I mean, massive album, live album, colored vinyl, and double CDs. I mean, yes. People want this. Now, here's the other thing. It said buy merch, not music. It's funny because the vinyl and CDs are music, And so that kind of furthers my point of it almost being like more of a statement than anything literal. It's almost like, hey, I challenge you. Like, you don't spend money on music. You've been listening to me on Spotify for the past 6 months on a free account, and now you're here. It's time to like pony up the dough kind of thing. I really like that. And so this is great, a massive ascension item. People clearly will want this. I mean, for sure. $65 triple LP. Now, I have to say the $65 for the triple LP, not out of the question. I have produced a run of vinyl myself. I just put in a second order. The triple vinyl, it costs this much. That, especially with this deluxe packaging and all that. So, I mean, that is fantastic. The double CD, I mean, the pricing here is great. It knows what it's worth, and it's on the higher end, but it's not exorbitant either. Man, we have a colored single vinyl for $50. I love to see this. I love to see just being like, look, I made a work of art. It's perfect. It's beautiful. It's fully realized. This is what it costs. Another rapper I really like that does this is Rap Ferreira. Also prices his vinyls at $50 or $75, and I don't mind it. I raise my prices all the time, and I'm always surprised to see that people buy them without hesitation. So this is all great. Hoodie. Tees are $60, $50, and these are cool, man. These are cool designs. Actually, simple designs. I like this one in particular. For times such as these, I like that. What else we got? A couple different hoodies. Maybe 3 different hoodies here. We get some other releases sold out now. If I have to kind of summarize what I'm taking in here, we got several releases on vinyl and CD. I mean, that in itself, at this point, it's like bare minimum, right? Sell your music, like you're a musician, it makes sense that you would sell a vinyl or a CD before anything, right? Having that in stock at a solid price point to emphasize, like, look, I'm making works of art here. I'm making works of art, and they're culminating in these limited edition, very special packages. It costs this much, and it's worth it. I love that out of the gate. And then aside from that, we have plenty of hoodies and plenty of shirts, varying in design from very simple statements to kind of like artful. And again, this upper bound sort of price range is great. I really enjoy this. It's just, I love to see things going in this direction where it's like, and I see this kind of in with a lot of rap artists. I think a lot of, indie rock kind of bands, they have this scrappy, nervous approach to selling, and it's like, my shirt's $15, like it cost me $10 to make it. And that just keeps you down there. It keeps you in those trenches for longer than you have to be. You have to believe, like, I am an artist. I got great things to say. I have a big personality. I am a community leader. I'm a visionary. Anything I do has that in it. It's a satisfying, perfected kind of statement. And so the price range, should reflect that. That's all great. And you know what else, you guys? Do you know what else, you guys? There's a Facebook pixel on here. I never see this, which is great. Now, it's detecting these events, view content, add to cart, purchase, and they're not firing. Now, that could be okay. I mean, that doesn't give me good signs that it's installed correctly, but it's not firing off a bunch of erroneous events yet. So I'm gonna play around and see if I can see how this works. So if I click the big ol' bundle and I open it, I should see a view content successfully fire. I have, and I should see the value attached to it also sent, $100. I am seeing that get sent through. If I add this to cart, I should see an add to cart event. The purchase, let's see what it does. It might take me right to the checkout. Squarespace Commerce is what Tobe Nwigwe is using. That blows my mind because Squarespace Commerce is not good, in my opinion. We did fire and initiate checkout. I'm not gonna purchase it to see, but the pixel is installed essentially correctly here on top of everything. So data out the ass is what I will say about that. For the artist, that is crucial. A+ on this store, amazing. Now let's hit the movie and see what's up. All right, so I assume this is a trailer. I'm probably not going to play the whole thing. It's just only 42 seconds. Trailer makes sense, you know? Oh, that rocks. So, okay. I mean, yeah, 42-second clip to just explain what it is I'm looking at. Absolutely. Massive show. Amazing. Monumental, the movie. $30. Experience the Monumental Tour exclusive playback stream video on demand. This tour was a culmination. It looks like it's $30 to watch this thing digitally at 1080p. Sure. So how do I feel about this? I mean, this is a cool digital product, right? Like anyone can wander in here and experience a massive concert, montage footage, I'm not sure, series, whatever, for $30, which I think that's fairly priced. And it's a 194-minute, what is that? Over 3 hours of I mean, that's cool. That's cool. So we have this vast physical universe of merch. And then we have this very focused on digital product, which is cool. I usually am bored by something like this, but this teaser trailer is really great. And here's the thing, if I'm like a passive fan of his music, this isn't some thing that's lost on me. It's like, oh, here's the live experience of this that you can get a taste of from home. It would be one thing if it was like this Wes Anderson overly artful thing that it's like, you really have to understand Tobe to like be this deep Ascension fan that appreciates this. This is something that could hit a casual person and be like, that's kind of cool, I'm gonna watch that tonight, The only thing I would say is that, there's untapped potential here in terms of upsells or something. There could be upsells going on with like, hey, get this behind the scenes additional footage with this if you add $15, or loop it in with a merch purchase and reduce the cost of the movie, or like the movie actually, buy the vinyl, it comes free. There's all sorts of ways to package in this, especially because it's a digital product, endless ways to pack in this digital product with a physical product, or like severely discount it in ways, and your margin is still 100% effectively in terms of profit margin. That would be the only thing that I would say is that there's untapped potential in terms of, how you could cross-sell, upsell, downsell this. But over 3 hours of concert footage for $30, get it immediately, watch it immediately, as an alternative, just for someone that's interested in digital products instead. I mean, that's great, undeniable, especially the quality of this footage seems great. We do have a pixel here, view content, and if I click pay, we get an initiate checkout. What the hell, man? So this is great. So let me kind of wrap my thoughts up on this. I could see someone watching this video and be like, what are you talking about? You load this video, there's 2 buttons and you're freaking out, like that's it. The context is important. If I am someone who's listened to Tobe's music and I like it, I don't need to be given the runaround. I understand how the internet works. If I want to see interviews and stuff, I go to YouTube. If I want to see how he interacts kind of in a casual way, I can go to his Instagram, I can go to his Facebook, go to his Twitter. Like, I get it. There's an endless rabbit trails I can go down content-wise on my own without having to be told about things if I gain intrigue. But the only place I'm gonna get an exclusive 3-hour concert and a vast line of merch that's super cool is here. And Tobe's presenting just those things very clearly and making it very simple for me to do it and tracking me, which never happens. So, okay. So what would I rate this? I would absolutely rate this website, Tobe Nwigwe's website, as who did this? Because it's great. It's really good. Here's the thing, it's simple, which is better, I think. That's usually the issue. You're honed in on the best thing for me as someone who stumbled onto your website. You're assuming the reasons I'm there correctly, and you're furthering my journey along and allowing me to do more. That's all it needs to do, you guys. If you're simple about it and hit the right moments in that simple approach, you're crushing it. That's what I think. So this is my episode of Who Did This? Tobe Nwigwe. Perfect. Love it. Keep doing that. Amazing. Now, if you guys enjoy this video, please, you know the drill. Please, hit that like button. Give a comment. Maybe it made you giggle. Worth a comment, right? Subscribe to our channel as well, because we do this kind of video. We do the Who Did This series along with lots of other stuff all the time. Hit the bell. Ding that bell, baby. It'll help you. And again, if you're interested in learning how to make a website like this and kind of understand where I built up this philosophy and this eye for marketing, jump into our Indie Pro 14-day free trial. You'll see more of me giving my ideas and such, and it'll help you. Thank you for watching this episode of Who Did This? I hope you have a great day out there in YouTube land, and I will see you again soon, I'm sure. Goodbye. Yeah.